United States of America, Canada, Sertlongarvatania.
It's pretty easy to draw flags from memory when you've seen them before, but it's impossible to draw them if you've never even heard of the country in your entire life. Or is it? Today I'm attempting to draw the flags of 30 countries I've never heard of before to see whether it's possible to figure out what flags look like by only using general knowledge. We're gonna spin the wheel to see what my first country is going to be, and it is Nauru. What the fuck is this country? Wait, this should be pretty easy. This is just Naruto, isn't it? But let's just double check some general information with ChatGPT. Yeah, this is literally just Naruto. So Naruto is orange, and so I think the base is probably going to be orange as well. And then he also wears a bit of a headband like this. And then he also has some sort of like random spiral here as well. And yeah, this is what I think the flag is most likely going to look like based on this information. But let's double check with the real thing. Fuck, this is nothing like my flag. But maybe this little tiny star thingy is like a little bit like this thingy. There's a bit of a similarity there. And the reason why I'm trying so hard to find a similarity is because if the flag I draw has one thing in common with the real flag, then I get 1 point. But after I draw all 30 of these flags, if half of them are incorrect, then I have to get oiled up butt naked on Instagram Live and swing my meat around. And so unfortunately, I did not get a point for this first flag. But honestly, this is not a bad thing because now we have some information about the country and we also know what the flag looks like. And so we can use this information to sort of reverse engineer what the other flags in this video are going to look like. So let's just spin the wheel again for our next country, which is going to be Palau. Is this? Okay, I've never heard of this country before. Palau sort of sounds like Poland. And so I think maybe this might have like a similar structure to Poland with like the two halves of the flag. But let's just get some information from ChatGPT first. Okay, so Palau is an island located in the Western Pacific Ocean, part of the Micronesia region. What the fuck is the Micronesia? Is this a region of the world where everyone just has a fucking micro penis? Okay, so it has natural beauty and it's a Christian country. So I noticed with Naruto, it's also a Christian country. And the Naruto flag looks like this. And so maybe there's probably going to be some sort of line here. Or maybe a star. Is this a... I don't know what this means, a star. I'm going to just copy that star. And it says the country values environment, sustainability, and community. So I think it's most likely going to be green. So you know what? Why don't we just do the fucking green version of this flag? But instead of a horizontal line, we just do a fucking vertical line like this. Okay, time for the grand reveal. Fuck, what? How is this Palau? This is not the Palau flag. This is not correct. This is incorrect. So once again, I was unable to get a point here and my future was starting to look a little bit freaky. But that was until I somehow clutched up with this next flag, which belonged to Bhutan. So I've never heard of Bhutan, but I know Busan. So Busan is in South Korea. And so I think this flag is going to look very similar to the South Korean flag. For some reason, this gives me like orangish vibes, like this sort of vibe. But let's just get some general information from ChatGPT first. Okay, so it's a small country near China and it's near India as well. And it prioritizes gross natural happiness over gross domestic. Okay, so it's a very happy country. So let's just do a very happy flag then. Gay also means happy, but it also means homosexuality. And so what if we make this flag gay, as in the happy gay, but then it's also homosexuality. So we can make it like a little bit of rainbow here. And then we also make it a little bit like China flag and India flag somehow. So I think I'm going to section off this flag into like this, which is sort of like the India flag, but then I'm going to make it happy. Okay, so the flag is now happy. So I guess now to add a bit of Chinese influence, we're going to add these stars. So this has to be Bhutan. But let's just do the reveal. Okay, what the fuck is this? Oh, okay, I get it now because it has the Chinese dragon there. Fuck. You know what? I think we're going to take a little bit of a cheap point because I had the Chinese influence of the 5 stars here and this has the Chinese dragon over here. And so I think I'm going to take a point for that. So now let's spin the wheel again for our next country, which is Monaco. I think I've heard of this country before, but I've never seen the flag. I know Monaco is, I think it's in France. And so I think it's probably going to be some sort of French flag within the flag of this country. So I'm sort of thinking the flag is going to be like this, but it's going to have the French flag in the top left corner, sort of like the Australian flag. But let's just get some information from ChatGPT. So they say Monaco is inside France and also inside Italy, and it's known for wealth, luxurious lifestyle because I think it's like a tax-free haven or something, and it's a monarchy. There's probably some sort of crown in the flag then. So I think it's going to have the French flag in the top left corner, and then we're going to put the Italian flag in the bottom right corner, and then there's going to be some sort of crown somewhere. So let me just draw a crown real quick. Okay, so this is going to be the crown, and then what color is the background going to be for the crown? I have a feeling it's going to be red or something, or green. Red or green, maybe red. But now let's check the answer for what the flag actually looks like. Oh, what the? No, that's fake. This is Poland. Okay, well, is there anything remotely similar to the flag? Actually, I think I'm going to have to take the point because look at this. The Monaco flag is literally here. I literally did it on my flag and I did it twice. But now let's spin again to get my next country, which is Seychelles. There's a country called Seychelles. What a stupid country name. So I think obviously this country is going to have some sort of seashell in it. So it's going to be one of those like twirly shells where it goes like this. So let's just get some information from ChatGPT. Okay, so apparently it's an arpeggio of 115 islands in the Indian Ocean. And so the flag, okay, the flag's probably going to look like India. Crystal clear waters, lush tropical vegetation. Okay, you know where we've seen this. You know where we've seen this before? We saw this for Palau, which had the pristine coral reefs, and the flag looked like this. And so I think the flag is most likely going to be similar. Blue background, maybe a seashell in the middle instead. Culturally, Seychelles is a melting pot of African, European, and Asian influences. And then they have music and dance, and Sega is popular. Damn, wait, so say like Sonic and that way, that's made its way all the way down to Seychelles. So I think the seashell that they would put in their flag is most likely this one, because this one is symmetrical. And then the background is literally just going to be blue, like this one up here. How are we going to incorporate Sega into this? Because you know how like the Sega logo is sort of like this, and it has like the white and then the blue. Maybe if we do alternating white and blue somewhere, maybe this could be the Sega influence. Let's have a look at the answer. Is this seashells or is this not seashells? Fuck. Okay, this is okay. Shit, this is nothing like mine. I do not get a point for that at all. But I can understand why the flag looks like this. They said it's a melting pot of African, Asian, all this stuff culture. And this flag definitely looks like a combination of a bunch of different cultures. But let's move on to the next country, which is going to be the subscribe button, which you can smash today for a discounted price of $0. I'm kidding. The country was actually St. Kitts and Nevis. What is this? So my first impressions of this country, St. Kitts, it's sort of like Kit Kat. So Kit Kat is red and brown, and Nevis sort of sounds like navel, which is like an orange brand, isn't it? So oranges are orange. So let's just ask ChatGPT for some info. Okay, so it's a two-island nation in the Caribbean. Culturally, the islands are a blend of African, European, and Caribbean. So okay, the previous country we did was a blend of African. So I think I know roughly what the flag structure would look like. So Seychelles goes all the way to the bottom left corner. But what if we made everything go to the middle point of the right-hand side like this? So I think the general composition is going to look something like this because it's similar to Seychelles. But for the color, since we have Kit Kat here and navel oranges, it's going to have to be red here. And I think this is probably going to be black or brown because this is the chocolate. I think we're going to make it brown. And then navel oranges, we're going to make this one orange. And then the last color, it can be white, I think. But now let's check the answer to see how close I was. Fuck. Okay, this is... Okay, shit. Okay, fuck. But did I get anything remotely similar? You know what? I'm actually going to take a point. You know why I'm going to take a point? Because if you take this over here, you bring it over here, and look at that. If you just flip it here, it's literally the exact same part of the flag that I put into my bit of the flag. So I'm going to take that point. I need every single little point I can get. But now we can move on to the next flag, which is going to be Barbados. I've heard of this. This is like a barbarian in Clash of Clans or something. So I think the colors of this flag are going to be pretty fairly obvious. So we got the blonde hair for the Clash of Clans guy, and then we have like the white skin color here, and then I think they wear brown pants or something. And then in terms of the symbols, there's probably going to be some sort of sword or shield. And since the barbarians are from the Viking countries, I think it's probably going to have some sort of cross somewhere, sort of like Norway. Well, let's just get some general information from ChatGPT first. Okay, so it's in the Caribbean, has stunning beaches, and it was a former British colony. So I don't know whether that means it has the little British flag in the top left corner, or whether that means it's gone from the flag. And they're famous for rum production, particularly Mount Gay rum. Wow, what a rum name. They have the highest literary rates in the region. So I think first, British colony, we have to do something in the top left corner with the British flag. I think we have to include the barbarian cross somewhere like this. But then for the color scheme, maybe we should make it like this. Yeah, like this, because this is like the barbarian. And then since they have high literacy, why don't we just do as the symbol of the thing, we just do an A right here. And then since they do rum, they probably have rum. But now let's check the answer to see how close I was. Oh, okay, fuck. This is... Shit. The trident. I've never seen a trident on a flag. But this makes no sense. How is this barbarian? So I guess I have to take that L there and just move on to the next country, which is going to be Saint Lucia. So we had another country up here that had the word Saint in it, and the country looked like this. So maybe there's going to be some stars in it. But with Lucia, I don't know Lucia, but I know Lucio in Overwatch. So he's a guy from Brazil, and he has like a little gun thingy, and he wears these sort of visor glasses. So I think maybe I got to add the glasses into the flag somehow. But let's ask ChatGPT for some general information first. Okay, it's in the Caribbean, and this one that we did up here, Barbados, was also in the Caribbean. So it's going to be a combination of St. Kitts and going to be Barbados. I do believe that the stars are probably important. I think there's probably going to be 2 stars somewhere. And then why don't we just make it like this, the horizontal stripe method like that. But then what color? St. Lucio. Lucio in Overwatch is green. And this is literally a combination of these 2 flags. So let's do the reveal and check what the answer is. Oh, shit. Oh. Okay, what? How? Okay, it's the exact same color scheme as the Barbados one because they're both in the Caribbean. Why would you put Saint in your name if you're not going to add the stars? But now let's move on to the next country, which is going to be Lithuania. This is where LaMelo Ball played basketball. But let's ask ChatGPT for some information. Okay, so it's a small country in the Alps between Switzerland and Australia. I'm from Australia, so I think I know what this country might look like. The country has a reputation for being one of the wealthiest nations. The official German is language, so I think it's mainly an alpine, maybe skiing, alpine. It seems like a very alpine country. So the Switzerland flag looks like this, but what if we turn the Listerine flag into some sort of alpine tree instead of the cross? Because the tree can also represent money because it's like a money tree since they're one of the most wealthiest nations. But then they also have medieval castles, it says, and it's also next to Australia. But then the official language is German. So why don't we make the background similar to the German flag with like the three sort of things type beat? But let's color it in the Australian flag colors, which is white, red, and blue. Now we just need the medieval castle type beat. So maybe we just draw a sword coming out from here, or maybe a coat of arms here. But now let's check the answer to see how close we can get. Oh! Whoa, okay, you know what? That is actually pretty decent because I have the coat of arms in one of the corner and also I have these colors blue and red here. Okay, I'm just gonna give myself 1 point for that. I'm not gonna be stingy about it, but okay, low-key, I deserve 2 points, but okay, then we'll just take 1 point there. So now let's move on to the next country, which is going to be Vanuatu. You see the first three letters, V-A-N. You know what V-A-N means? Vanos Gaming. And you know what Vanos Gaming is? It's an owl. So I think there must be some sort of owl in here, and I think the Vanos Gaming colorway is black and yellow. But let's get some general information from ChatGPT first. Okay, so it's an island nation in the South Pacific Ocean. It's rich in diversity with over 100 distinct indigenous languages. Okay, so this color here, it's gonna have a lot of colors in the flag. So what if we do a format similar to one of the other countries we did before? And then maybe the background is going to be black because we have the Vanos Gaming, the yellow and the black. But then it needs some sort of owl because Vanos Gaming. Okay, so this is an owl, I think. Let's put this in the top right corner because it's gonna be like the emblem. There's really not much information to go off. It's very generic information. But let's see how close we were to the original flag. Oh, wait, I actually clutched. I made the background of the flag black. And it literally has the owl here for Vanos Gaming. So somehow, I think we're going to be able to get a point here. But now let's move on to the next country, which is going to be Tuvalu. What if you like turn it upside down? Tuvalu? Wait, it says something else. Nyanel. The last three letters, anal. We could incorporate anal into this. So let's just see what ChatGPT says about this country first. Okay, it's a small island nation in the Pacific Ocean, halfway between Hawaii and Austria. And then it has very generic values. So I think if it's in the Pacific Ocean, the background must be blue. I think most island country flags look like this. Polynesian heritage. I feel like this is important, but I don't know what Polynesian means. It says it has Roman Catholic Church influence. Let's just chuck a cross in there just for detail. This is the flag. This is the flag. Hey, wait, anal. Wait. This could be the butthole. And then maybe we have a little bit of poo dripping out here. But now let's check the answer to see how close we were. Oh, okay. What? Wait, this is the Australian flag. But you know what? I think I do get a point here because I knew the flag was going to be generic because it has the blue background and some yellow stuff on the inside because it's just a very generic island flag. But now let's move on to the next country, which is going to be Sao Tome and Principe. So Sao, this is a Brazil, I think, and Tome, that sounds like toenail. So I'm sort of thinking it's going to be Brazil color scheme and there's going to be a giant toenail like this in the front of it. But let's see what ChatGPT says about this country. Okay, it's a small island nation in the Gulf of Guinea Pig. High quality coca, but I think it's mainly an agriculture country. I think there's most likely going to be some sort of plant or leaf in here. And then why don't we just decorate the toenail with some art? So let's see how close I was to the original one. Okay, I think I was nothing. I did not get a point here. You know, if I had like done this and then just stretched it out like this would have been the exact same flag, honestly. This is the green here. This is the green here. This brown thing is the red thing. And these stars are here in the bowls. I think we're going to take a cheap point here. I think, you know what? I'm taking a point. I'm taking a point here. But now let's move on to the next country, which is going to be St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Okay, so we have another country that has the word Saint in it. But this time, I'm not going to get fooled. I think Saint has nothing to do with the stars, but it has the word grenade in it. So I feel like it most likely would have, like, let me just draw a grenade real quick. This is a grenade, and it's most likely not going to be in the flag. But let's just get some information about the country. It's a Caribbean nation. Okay, we've had a few Caribbean nations. I think I might know the color scheme for this flag then. It's located next to Barbados, we've done the Barbados flag. And south of St. Lucia, we've done these two flags. So St. Lucia is this color scheme. Barbados is this color scheme. So I think we are going to guarantee some sort of point here if I just do the exact same color scheme. So the background is going to be this blue. There needs to be something yellow in the middle. You know what? I'm going to put the grenade. The whole grenade's going to be yellow. And then where can I incorporate black? What if I make the background of this center thing black? Fuck, this is most likely not going to be it. This could be it. This could actually be it. This could be it. But now let's double check the answer to see how close I was. I guarantee it's going to be the exact same color scheme as this. Let's go. You know what? I think we can scrape a point here. So they actually did put a grenade on the flag. So this is like, you know how like the grenades have scales and stuff on it, but then they put green on the right for some reason. I guess maybe they wanted to emphasize the grenade. But now let's move on to the next country, which is going to be Malta. I think I've heard of this country before, but all I know is Maltesers, which is a round little chocolate ball. This is literally the Malteser packaging. But let's just check to see what ChatGPT says about this country. Okay, it's a small island in the central Mediterranean Sea, south of Italy, and there are heaps of temples, megaliths. So there's huge temples. So they probably have huge peepees as well. You know how temples and stuff have this sort of like outer sort of edge where it's like the tower of the temple? I have a feeling that the border, maybe we're gonna do like something like this. So this is the border of the tower of the temple, and then we have the Malteser here. What if we do Maltesers like this, but then it has the megalith? How do we do the megalith? Mega peepees? Like we just do this? Honestly, I have no, there's barely any information I have to go off. None of these other countries are Mediterranean, so I don't know what to do. Actually, wait, Monaco was a Mediterranean. Wait, this flag is similar to Monaco anyways, because I'm doing the red and white. So now let's check my answer to see how close I was to it. Oh, how the fuck did I clutch up? So I think we're definitely going to have to award the point for this one. But now let's move on to the next country flag, which is going to be Comoros. So Comoros sounds like cosmos, and cosmos is like stars and planets and stuff. So I feel like this is going to have some sort of planet in the middle, and it's probably going to have some stars in it because it's cosmos. So let's see what ChatGPT says about this country. Okay, it's an island nation in the Indian Ocean. Has lush vegetation, beautiful I swear every single country says they have beautiful beaches in this fucking thing. Weaving and embroidery. So I think the flag is going to have some sort of weaving checkerboard pattern. The islands are rich with natural resources, spices, and vanilla. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make some sort of checkerboard pattern, but then we're also going to put some sort of spice in it. What is a spice? A spice is just a seed, isn't it? And then what color are we going to make the checkerboard? I think it has to be green because that's vegetation, isn't it? And then maybe we put just one star next to it. 3 stars here. Well, let's double check the answer to see how close I was. Oh! Wait. Okay, so we fucked up the checkerboard pattern. It has nothing to do with checkerboard, but I had this sort of pattern, so I guess this relates to weaving. But look at this. We have the stars here because I recognize Comoros sounds like cosmos, so they must have some sort of stars lined up. And we have the stars here, and it has the green background. So I think that's close enough. It's a close enough similarity that I think we are going to take that point. And now we can move on to the next country, which is going to be Micronesia. This is the country where everyone has a Micropolis. Micronesia. And it sounds like Indonesia, so I assume it's going to have the same colors, red and white, but it's going to be micro. So maybe it's going to be red and white stripes. This is going to be the background of the flag, I assume. But let's just get some information from ChatGPT about this. Okay, so it's an island nation. Okay, we've had quite a few island nations. Pacific Ocean, consisting of 4 main states. Yeah, blood is speaking Japanese, and it has marine life. Maybe blue is going to be in the flag. So why don't we change the background here to blue instead of brown? No, what color was it before? And then it's an island nation, and usually the island nations have some sort of symbol in the middle. And then there's ancient stone monolith. I think this was an island flag, and it was very plain. I think the island flags are very plain for some reason, and they're all symmetrical. So I think this must be symmetrical. So why don't we put a rock in the middle of it? Let's just check the answer to see how close we were. Oh, fuck. Okay, so I knew it was going to be a plain flag, and I knew the background was going to be blue, and I knew there was going to be symbols in the middle, but I think the flag I submitted was way too different to this one. This is very, very, very simple. I think I overdid it. But now we can move on to the next country, which is going to be Antique and Barbecues. So this should be pretty easy. I have a barbecue at home. Actually, do I? Yeah, it's upstairs. So actually, fuck, I shouldn't have. Wait, since there's 2 words, it's going to be a half flag. It's going to be like antiques, which is like gray because gray hair, and then barbecue sauce is brown, like this color. Well, let's see what ChatGPT ChatGPT says about this. So it's a twin island nation in the Caribbean. Okay. Caribbean. We've done some Caribbean flags. So let's have a look at the Caribbean countries we've done. Barbados, color scheme, St. Lucia, blah, 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 and St. Vincent. Okay, so it's going to definitely have blue and yellow in it. And then what is special about this country? Sailing. Maybe we should make a sail in the middle of it. And let's make it green. Let's see how close I was to the original flag. Oh, fuck. What is this flag? I can definitely tell that this is a Caribbean flag. This is very interesting. So I was never going to get that, so I don't get the point there. But now we can move on to the next country, which is Kiribati. Kiri sounds like kiwi, like kiwi fruit. And kiwi fruit is green and brown. So I think the country flag is going to have something green in the middle and then a brown on the outside. But let's just ask ChatGPT what this country is. Okay, so it's an island nation in the Pacific Ocean. White sand beaches, crystal clear waters. We've had this exact same description for one of the other countries. Let me just double check which one this was. Seychelles has crystal clear water. And what did the Seychelles flag look like? Seychelles look like this. Okay, interesting. I'll keep that in mind. Polynesian tradition. Okay, I don't know what Polynesian is, but I know it was mentioned somewhere here before. Nauru. Okay, Nauru had Polynesian and Tuvalu. Let's see Nauru and Tuvalu. So Nauru has this and Tuvalu has this. So they both have blue backgrounds with a yellow star or something. So instead of the kiwi fruit, why don't we do a yellow star in the middle? But then we can have the kiwi fruit skin here as well. So it has the golden kiwi fruit. But then Seychelles had crystal clear water as well as the only other country. So why don't we do an alternation of blue and yellow in this sort of style, the Seychelles style? But now let's check the answer to see how close I was to the original. Oh, fuck. Okay, that is a little bit hard. You know what? I honestly had a feeling it was going to be something similar to the one we just did, but I thought these types of flags were extremely rare, and so I didn't really think that might be it for this one. And so I think I'm going to cop the L here. I won't take the point there. But now we can move on to the next country, which is Samoa. Okay, Samoa. That's a food, isn't it? Samosa. So I think the country is most likely going to be similar to India. Let's ask ChatGPT for some extra information. Okay, so it's another island nation. Tattooing has a significant role. Okay. Wait, Samoan. Is that Moana? Is this Moana? Polynesian heritage. You know what? Let me just search up Polynesian on this thing. So Nauru was Polynesian. Tuvalu was Polynesian. Kiribati was this. Tuvalu was this. And Nauru was... Okay, so this is going to be a very abstract flag. So I don't think it's going to be as structured as the Indian 3 sort of thing. I honestly think the background is going to be plain blue. And then tattooing, it's going to be some sort of... I don't think it's going to be in the middle. You know, I think it's going to be like this. So it's going to have some sort of tattoo here. And then it's going to have a triangle here. And then I think since it's a island country, it's going to have some stars here, some yellow stars. And I think this is honestly my best guess. I have no idea what this country might be. But let's just check our answer to see how close I was to the original. Wait, fuck. I was right the first time. The Indian 3 structure was the correct structure. Actually, I copied Polynesian for some reason. Wait. I need the Samosa flag. What? Is this the Samosa flag? Wait. Is Samoa flag? Samoa. Oh! Wait. I think we have to pay. We have to pay this. I literally have the red thing over here in the top left corner, and I have the blue background, the same thing. And I have stars. But now we can move on to the next country, which is going to be Tonga. Okay, interesting. So the thing about this country is that if you replace the A and you put it over here, and you put the O over here, it says tango. And tango is a Mexican dance? Is it? I don't know. So this country flag is going to look like Mexico, most likely. But let's ask ChatGPT for some information. Okay, it's a Polynesian kingdom in the South Pacific Ocean, 170 islands. Weaving. Okay, it's good for weaving. So we had a country that was good for weaving before, and I remember what the country looks like. Comoros had the thing. You know what? We're gonna take this sort of structure, but since we think it's gonna look like Mexico, I'm gonna do the structure but vertically. But they're referred to as the Friendly Islands due to the warmth and hospitality of the people. But since I know it's Polynesian, I don't think it's going to have colors like a rainbow colors, which I would have put. So maybe this sort of thing in the middle is going to just be a smiley face, something like this. Let me just give it teeth as well. And then the background, I think most of the Polynesian countries had a red background. It had red or blue. So why don't we do a blue background with red stripes here? And then let's make this guy in the middle green. Well, let's see how close we were to the original. So they have the Switzerland flag in the top left corner. I don't think I would have ever got this. This is difficult. Okay, let's just take the L on that and move on. So the next country is going to be San Marino. So I think I've heard the word merino before. Merino wool, which is like sheep and that. But merino also sounds like marine, which is water, which is blue. But let's just figure out some information about the country. Okay, so it's a small country in southern Europe surrounded by Italy. And it has a history that dates back to AD 301 1901. Okay, so the flag is going to be extremely old. It's known for medieval architecture, stunning hilltop. Okay, so it's going to have some sort of crown. The official language is Italian, so maybe the Italian flag will be somewhere. There's a strong emphasis on maintaining social welfare, so I think Sweden is good at that as well. So maybe the flag is going to be good at Sweden. And independence is America. We're going to do some stripes because it's sort of like America, but instead of red and white, we're going to do red, white, and green because it's Italy. And since it has the social welfare sort of similar to Sweden, or maybe it's Denmark or Norway or Danish, we're going to put a black cross like this. But since there's also the medieval influence, we're going to draw a crown here. But now let's check to see what the original flag actually looks like. Oh, okay. Fuck. So this looks nothing like my flag until you take a closer look and you see that they did put a crown in the flag, and I did put a crown in my flag. And so I'm going to be cheap, even though my flag looks nothing like this one. I'm going to take that similarity as the crown, and we're going to take the point for that. But now we can move on to the next country, which is going to be Dominica. So Dominica sounds like dominoes, which sounds like Dalmatian, and Dalmatians are spotty. So I already know this is going to be some sort of black and white flag, probably checkers, you know? Let's ask ChatGPT what this country is about. Okay, it's a Caribbean island. It's known as Nature Island. Rich heritage influenced by indigenous. Okay, so it's going to be an indigenous type of flag. Okay, you know what? It's most likely not going to be checkerboard. It's not going to be checkerboard. But here's some other indigenous flags. We have this sun here and this sun here. So let's just take the checkerboards off this top half and let's put a giant sun in the middle behind here. And I think the color of it is going to be red or blue. Red or blue. And let's make the checkerboard blue. But this is a very generic description of the country. It has a boiling lake, the second hottest lake in the world. So why don't we make some sort of like fire here? Let's just see how it compares to the original flag. Oh, fuck. Okay, this... I mean, I could claim that I did one star here, but this wasn't really meant to be a star. It was meant to be a sun. So we have to take the L here. That is... Okay, that is a fucking hard flag. But now the next country we're going to do is called Solomon Islands. Okay, I've heard of Solomon Islands before. I definitely have heard of it before. I think it's a brand of shoes as well, hiking shoes. So maybe there's going to be like some mountains here like this. And then the sky is going to be blue like this. But this is all I have so far. Let's just ask ChatGPT what this country is. Okay, it's a nation of nearly 1,000 islands east of Papua New Guinea. There was another country we did before that had the word guinea pig in it, and it was Southtown Principle. You know what? I'm going to take a gamble. I think it's going to be the exact same structure as this. So why don't we just put a triangle here, and it had stars as well. Why don't we just chuck some black stars up here? But let's just check how close we got to the original. Oh, we did get the stars, and we put 5 stars here as well, and it had a blue background as well. I think that's enough to give me the point. We are taking this point here. So now we can move on to the next country, which is going to be Suriname. Who decided to name their country Suriname? I think the structure of this flag is going to be a half-half type beats, because you have the first name here and then you have the surname here. Well, let's get some information from ChatGPT. Okay, so it's a South American country. The official language is Dutch, and it's a colonial past Dutch colony. And then there's Hinduism and Islam. Okay, I don't know what to do with that information though. Is Islam the one that has the crescent shape? So we have first name, surname. I don't think these are going to be the colors because this is the Portugal flag. So let's change it to yellow and orange. No, that was a different flag. Green. And then I think it said Islam. And so I think that means there's a crescent in it. So the Dutch flag is the same as the German flag. So why don't I just put a German flag over here like this? Let's see how close I got to the original. Oh, shit. Fuck. Okay, this is probably the worst one I've done so far. This is absolutely nothing like it. How did I even get this? You know what? Suriname is a difficult country anyways. But now we can move on to the next country, which is Andorra. Okay, Andorra. I used to watch Dora the Explorer, and I know what Dora looks like. This has the word Dora in it, and so I think the flag is most likely going to look Dora. So this is probably some sort of lesbian flag I've accidentally created, but let's just read what ChatGPT says about Andorra. Okay, so it is bordered by France and Spain. It's famous as a ski resort destination and a shopping haven. Okay, so this article is telling me a lot about France and Spain. So it's combining France and Spain a lot. So I know the Spain flag looks like this, and then the French flag looks like this. So why don't we just do diagonal? So Dora is diagonally like that. And it's famous as a ski resort, and it's in Europe. Okay, I know a lot of Europe countries do this sort of thing where it has like the triangle thing, and then it's famous for skiing. So what if I put a guy on a snowboard snowboard here. But now let's check our answer to see how close I got to the original. Oh, fuck. Okay, this. Oh, okay, I get it. So I think this is meant to sort of be the Spanish sort of flag. So we have the Spanish bulls here. And then this is the French flag. Okay, I should have known that the flag was going to be a combination of the French and Spanish. But let's move on to the next country, which is called East Timor. You know what? Okay, I'm not even going to have a fucking guess to begin with because that is going to throw me off. Let's just ask ChatGPT some information straight away. So it's a Southeast Asian country. The cultural heritage reflects a mix of indigenous Portuguese and Indonesian. Okay, so what if we combine the Portuguese and Indonesian flag? So the Portugal flag looks like this, and then it has some sort of crest in the middle. And then the Indonesian flag looks like this. And so I think, what if we combine them together? And maybe this will literally have to turn white. And let's just decorate it a little bit more. Will there be any stars? There's an Asian country. I don't think the Asian countries have too many stars in them. I have a feeling there's probably going to be some like stripes somewhere. But now let's compare it to the original to see how close I was. Fuck. So these motherfuckers really did put a star in their flag. I swear no Asian country has a star in their flag. Wait, even though this looks nothing like the original flag, I actually got the color scheme bang on. This is definitely a point. We're taking that. The color scheme counts. We're taking this point. So now we can move on to the fourth last country, which is literally Grenada. I swear we've had a Grenada country somewhere here before. Here, St. Vincent and the Grenades. And when they said grenades, they actually put a grenade in here. So maybe this grenade symbol is going to be in here. But other than that, I have no idea what the fuck this country is. Okay, so it's a Caribbean island. Okay, it still fits in. I think we could do this. The Spice Isle is famous for production of nutmeg. These nuts, fuck. I'm sort of thinking it's going to be a diagonal type beat. Like, there's going to be one diagonal stripe that goes along here. And I feel like the background is maybe going to be green. And maybe there's going to be some red here. And it has a nutmeg. Let me just incorporate the nutmeg into it. So let's just check our answer to see how close we got. Oh, fuck. So this is literally the Portugal flag, but it's also the Grenada flag. But honestly, wait. I got the color scheme correct somehow, though. Green and red. But you know what? I'm going to fucking take a point. The color scheme was the exact same. You know, I could have guessed red, yellow, and black, but I guessed green and red. But now we can move on to the next country, which is going to be Cape Verde. Okay. So the thing is, I'm pretty sure Verde is green in French. So let's see what ChatGPT says. Okay, so it's officially known as Cabo Verde, and it's a archipelago located in the Atlantic Ocean. So we had this word before, archipelago. Let's see what country this happened for. Seychelles. What was the country for Seychelles? Oh, okay. I think the flag definitely has to be something like this. Maybe let's just do bottom right corner. Sort of like something like this. And it has a blend of African, Portuguese, and Brazilian influences. Okay, so this is the colors of the flag. Red, green, yellow. Let's see how close we got to the original. Oh, fuck. Okay, this is a combination of the EU flag and some fucking racing stripes. How is this an archipelago? I thought it was going to be like this on the bottom right. Okay, this is... But now we can move on to the second last country, which is the Marshall Islands. So Marshall is Eminem's real name. And so M&Ms look like this. So this is the flag. Let's just submit... No, I'm kidding. Let's just read about Marshall Islands. Okay, I honestly, this information is not very useful except for the fact that it's a Pacific country. So Pacific country, most likely going to be blue background. Let's put the M&Ms green. No, there's no way it's gonna be that. Let's make them orange M&Ms, and then they had something doing World War II, and then the USA, blah, blah, blah. Let's just draw the USA flag in the top left corner real quick. Let's see how close I got to the original. Oh! Wait. We have the blue and orange color scheme here. I somehow managed to do a blue and orange color scheme here as well. Even though my one looks nothing like the original. I feel like we have to pay this point because I was going to draw the United States flag in the top left corner, which has a star anyways. And so I would have had the white color scheme as well. So let's just pay this point. We got to pay that point. So now we can move on to the final country. And I don't even think it matters whether I get this one or not because I already just got over the 50% mark. But we're going to do Equatorial Guinea. And since this last one doesn't even matter, let's just draw a giant dingaling here and see what the original flag looks like because it doesn't even matter. I got over 50%. Boom. Same thing. Let's go.